And we are live coming to you from the Adirondacks, New York State, Adirondack Mountains. If you just joined us, thanks for joining us. We're going to saw up this nasty birch log tonight. Thought we'd go live on the fly, let you guys watch, see what kind of participation we can get. So we're going to get Tim to fire up the mill and warm it up. He's going to be the sawyer in charge tonight. I am going to be your tail man. Are you going to fire up the saw or are you just going to stand there all night? Wants to delay reaction. Delay your reaction. All right. All right, guys, this log has been in the woods for about 2 years. Somehow it got overlooked. It's not really a great log. There's lots of dips and dives in it. But we are trying to replenish. Notice that word, replenish. John Davison at Davison's All Natural Gym. We're trying to replenish the captain pot. That's become a running joke. This is half picked up just a little bit. Some crafters are buying some wood. I guess the shows are going to fire up here pretty soon in the fall and in the winter. People like to make cutting boards and charcuterie boards for their family members and they can sell too. We'll be cutting this log up tonight. The Oscar 330 Code, built by Hud-son, right here in New York State. This is a 100% American-made mill. And you said they just got in or covered with sawdust. What? All in, you said they just got in and covered with sawdust. Covered with sawdust? That's our kind of people. Covered with sawdust. Brush it off. Sit down. Have a bite to eat. Watch it set up the wall. You're coming to us from X. We can take comment from X, so if you feel like commenting and saying hello or whoever you are and where you're at, feel free to comment. We can take comments from X as well. What he's going to do is he's going to open up the face of this log. Going to make the first cut. We may make a second cut, then we're going to roll the log over. We're going to be selling this live edge, so we're going to just slice through it like a loaf of bread. We do have a little bit of dirt on this log. Right there. So we don't want to cut too far. We want that dirt on the go outboard side of the saw blade. All right, here we go. I don't want to make it too big for you. Yellow birch is a very overlooked wood. It's got some really pretty grain in it. Makes some fine furniture. All right. I don't want to cut them too big, he says. He cut half the log off. All right, I'm going to bring you guys down here so you can see them saw up close. All righty. All right, guys, if you're coming to us from X and you want me to leave a comment, go ahead. I think you're going to be able to see it. We have 25 total. 25 views total right now. We got 25 people viewing right now. I can see it, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to take you over here so you can see what's going on. Take a look at the grain on this wood. I got him. How you doing, JP? From Mayfield? You're just around the corner from us. All right, he's going to saw this into 1 inch thick, 4/4, 1 inch thick increments. I'll give you a bird's eye view right here. Let's show the 4/4 scale on the next pass. Some people might wonder how we do that. You could just go ahead and saw too. You went down on the scale. I know. All right. That's going to hit right there, that guide. You need to move that log over a little bit. Put a board in there. He's looking for a board now. And put that board in there against the log stop. And then push the log back over against the board. We're going to have to do it at the other end as well. Got a board? Throw it to me. Got it. Right now, push it. All right. That board will keep the log away from this guide. I told you this log was rough. I'll show you the scale on here and what he's doing. He's going to bring your head up where you can clear the log and back up with the mill. This is our 4/4 scale, 5/4 scale, 6/4 scale, 8/4 scale. He's cutting 4/4, 4/4, 4/4. He'll bring the saw head down to his last cut. Then he's going to drop it 4/4 more. I dropped it, brought it back up. Supposed to drop the head and bring it back up. Takes all the play out of the mechanism. Now the last yellow birch we cut up on our mills had stress in it. We got down to almost a fifth. These boards started splitting. They didn't just split, they opened up like this wide. You can see this log has got a lot of dips and dives in it. Nothing else is going to be interesting. You guys are joining us? Go ahead and leave a message down below. Get a comment, let us know who you are, where you're from. So far we got 2 comments. Southern Adirondack Outdoors, they're friends of ours. They live up northwest of us. And we got JP Blias, he is from Mayfield, which is just around the corner from us. We like to say Mayfield is just on the other side of Jackson Summit from us. Other side of the mountain. My wife is a very neat person. When you run a sawmill like this, you get covered with sawdust. I go home, go walk in the house with sawdust all over me, and she's like, "Oh no, take the clothes off out there on the porch and brush off." I try to explain to her sawdust is money, but she doesn't agree with that concept. For her, sawdust is something else she has to clean up. Let's take a look at this wood. All right, so what he's doing right now, you look right here. There's a bolt. See that bolt right there? That is the stop for the head. The head won't go down below 1 inch because those stop bolts. But if you get sawdust built up on the rail right here, that could cause the bolt to touch at different times, or actually raise the head up 1/8 of an inch higher than it should be, and that last cut won't be accurate. He cleans off the rails before he sets it down on the last bolt. Now, what's nice about these mills right here, they have a very deep throat in them, and the throat is the distance between the blade here and the frame here. And these saws have a very deep throat, so we can cut a whole log like this with maybe one piece missing, which you could have cut with the other piece on there too. But you can cut up the whole log without actually moving any of the boards until we're done. That's a time saver when it comes to working by yourself. All right, guys, we got 34 people watching. You guys, drop a comment below. Tell us hi, tell us where you're from, tell us who you are. We can see how many people are in here, but we can't see who is on here. All right, I'm going to put you back in the tripod. This is my surveyor's tripod because we go through tripods so much. And the other night, we're darned if I didn't break it. Got a piece of wood to replace these aluminum pieces right there. Somehow, it got broke. All right, let me move you in here a little bit. And we'll adjust the camera. All right, so we're scraping the wood off. You got to get all the sawdust off of hardwood, especially if you don't. The hardwood gathers moisture, and then that moisture causes fungus to start growing, and it'll ruin the wood. It'll stay in the wood and stay there very deeply. All right, let's flip the next one. I'm going to show them the color in this. All right, I'm going to take you over here and show you the color in this wood. This is some beautiful wood. Like I said, mind you, this log's been down for 2 years. A lot of people underestimate yellow birch, but it is a very, very pretty wood. And I've seen some really nice furniture and boxes made out of it. Almost has a look like cedar in the center of it. You got a reddish tip. All right, I'm going to set you right here. Let me adjust you so you can see. All right. Volume's all right, right? Huh? Volume's okay? Yeah. Ready? I'll just keep it. Hold on just a second. And unlike the log we cut the other night, this one has no stress in it whatsoever. It's not even trying to split. Let me take you up here and show you this grain though. This grain is wild. Let's see how wide this tree's getting. 14 inches in the center. Look at that. 14 inches. Look at that grain. Is that beautiful or what? Or what? Or what? Did you tell them what we do with this wood? This wood is replenishing the crafter's box. We have an old truck box that we keep live edge wood in. We cut it in half, so it's like 4.5 foot lengths. And we have what we call a crafter's box, local crafters. Actually, we get some crafters sometimes from 60, 70 miles away. They'll come in that box and choose out what they want and take it with them. Want to help me flip it, or are you just going to stand there? I'm going to stand there and talk. I figure. I pretty much can't. They ain't come here to watch you do it. I know, I'm just a plucky sidekick. Look at that. That's starting to get more and more. Ooh, look at that. That's getting more and more intense. Look at that. Let's see. We're right in the pit right now. Right in the center of the tree. This is where the pit is. Yep. You stand right here where it starts to crack. Everybody in the sawmill world knows about the pit. This wood's got stress at all, and it's going to split. These two pieces right here is where it'll split, especially this one right here, because that is the pit. You can see that's the center of the tree right there. If they're going to split, that's where they'll split. Yeah, but look at the grain in the heart. But if it does split, people building cutting boards will buy these, even if they're cracked in the middle, because everything sawn from this point this way and this point this way is considered quarter sawn. And if you're building cutting boards, quarter sawn is exactly what you want. Are you ready? Are you ready, Maestro? Woo! Look at that. It's got most of this dry without lube. All right. We have got a knot right there that is like super colorful around it right here. Look at the grain right there. Is that wild or what? Say hi, guys. Say where you're from. They are from Mind Your Own Business. Put a chat in there. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. Drop a comment below. Just say hi. I'd like to know where everybody's from so we can identify where our listeners or watchers are. You're on the cap. Yeah, we can't see who's in here unless you say hello. We're up to 40 people now. Push that button, it'll tell you who and what. I can't push it. It's underneath the cap on the tripod. Now we got 7 in YouTube. You guys out there in YouTube land, I tell you what, you get a sawmill, you come out here, you play around with it, it gets so addicting so quickly that you want to be out here almost every night just cutting it, because you don't know what you're going to do with the wood, because everything's so beautiful. Every cut has its own little unique thing to it. Sorry about my voice, guys. Just getting it back. I had laryngitis type cold thingy, but I'm getting better every day. If you could hear him coughing, you'd say he got walking pneumonia. Yeah. That's the last piece. Last piece. Nice. Oh, look at that. That's got a little hole in it with the birch coming to it. Looks like an animal coming out of a hole. A furry animal. All right, so at this point, what do we do? I'm going to cut it up in half and put it on the trailer. We'll show you this little, told you the log had dips and dives in it. Well, this is one of those dips right here. That's pretty neat. And this yellow birch has got like a paper type bark, and it looks like an animal crawling out of the wood. You see, I got band-aids on my fingers. That's because I was allowed to play with sharp objects this weekend. I was coring an apple, a wild apple, to give to the chickens, and when I was cutting the seed out, it slipped and cut my finger down to the bone. And then later on that evening, I was going to cut up some onions to put on the grill along with the steak, and took the end of my thumb off with a knife. So I'm not allowed to play with sharp objects for a couple of weeks. All right, we got. What do you guys think about that bird? One piece up here. Pretty wood, isn't it? Hey guys, leave some comments about this wood. Grab that end down there. You know, it's too bad that we don't have. You want to flip it and make sure it's internet at the box, so we can show them the box. Yeah, let me get that. We're working on it, guys. Maybe one day we'll get internet up. Well, they are putting a cell tower about 1.5 miles from here. And we're hoping that it's going to be a T-Mobile tower. If it is, yep, put it right on top here. There's a T-Mobile tower. We will be able to go live from anywhere in the woods, tree stands, or the tree forts, as people call them. My wife calls them the tree forts. But yeah, if that's the T-Mobile tower they're putting up 1.5 miles from here, it's going to be like great. Don't forget about our live on Saturday. Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We are going live. We will have our regular panel to take questions. The subject is going to be how to identify trees that are sick and dying. But as usual, we don't have to stick to that topic. You can ask any questions you want, or you can just get on there and BS with us. We have a good time. We have some laughs. And we get a lot of regulars on there. Put you back up in the tripod here for a minute. We're going to have to cut this in half. Probably going to have to move it over a little bit. I'm right on the freaking dogs. It's all right. We're going to cut right here. Pull in. Anything you want. 25-year pool in. Let me get her out of our holster. Got a lot of dust on her. Can't been cranked for a while. There you go. I'm not going to crank it. You are. Sure. There you go. I don't want to start coughing. Oh, it hasn't been cranked for a while. Here, Rick, you take it. Put the bowl up, dummy. Or you can get your big husky. Look at that saw. Only got 4 years worth of sawdust on it. Hey, you're on there. We've had these saws right here. We bought a pair of them 25 years ago. At least. Pulling wild thing. Tell you what, we beat these saws to death. We've gotten so mad at them, we've just thrown them. But we haven't been able to kill them. Can't start them either. $10'6". So we want 5'3". Still starts. That ain't right. That's not fair. Oh, 8'10", 4'5". Right, I got it. Compared to our Steels and our Huskies, she's a little bit sick, but you know what? It makes a good mill saw. Lay it down there, beat it up, doesn't matter. They don't owe us nothing. Still working. Owes me something. All right, guys. We're going to take this wood and put it on that trailer. Take up to the crafter's box to replenish it. We have to use the word replenish
because somebody gets a little reckless.
Davison's All Natural Gym, which has joined us,
John.
has a very ugly mind, John. Mention the crafter's box and wood, and he goes crazy.
You guys not noticed Miss Tilly's doing good. Can't believe that. Can you?
No.
What'd you do? Give her a tranquilizer?
Prescription drugs.
Quite a few pieces out of here.
Yes, we did. That log was well worth pulling out of the woods. I think this is a tree we had to take down because one of the hemlocks got hung up in it.
Yep.
We were in such a fever cutting hemlock. Forgot all about this birch. It laid back there all by itself.
Some of it's pretty wide.
Yes, it is. Pieces right there, pretty wide.
Yep.
A couple of pieces, 15 inches wide. Oh, 15 inches, a good width. Whew. All right.
I need a drink after that.
Yeah, I could use a cocktail. Oh, you mean that kind of
What'd
drink?
you say?
I said I could use a cocktail.
Go ahead, John. Tell them what you do with that. Woo.
12-foot wood. Would it hurt going into the box? I don't think the box could take 12 foot of wood.
Oh, goodness.
And then Paul at Southern or Andy, I don't know which one. Hey, John, they're putting more hardwood in the box.
Way to entice some guys. Way to go. Good
Crafter's box.
Thanks a lot.
Replenishing the wood in the crafter's box.
He does not need any encouragement whatsoever. Oh, so guys, John is wanting to do a Sawyer's calendar.
Southern Adirondacks and John Davison's All Natural Gym, the two people that are commenting right now, will be on our live Saturday night. Make sure you catch that live, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's just water.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to be you, but mine's not.
All right.
What other kind of content would you guys like to see from the mill? You want us to see us cut up dimensional wood? You want to see us cut up more slabs? What kind of wood do you want us to cut up?
John says put the cocktail in the box. Oh, John.
Stop it, John. Stop it.
We are up to a total of 50 people.
You have 8 on YouTube.
So some of you guys out there on X that are watching us, drop a comment. Say hello.
Just give us a thumbs up.
Represent X in a fine way.
Yeah. JP still on here?
We got ourselves a lot of fine people on X that follows us. And we interact with quite a few of them. So a lot of them are sawmills on X. If you're watching us,
so
say hello, give a thumbs up.
Why don't you explain to people what we came up with and Paul and Andy came up with this when we do dimensional lumber with this list?
Okay, so at one point in our career, I've been a sawyer for 30 years, and I always just winged it. I would look at a cant or look at a log and turn it into a cant and then saw it into whatever size cants. Had to go through the gang saw, make 2x4s, 2x6s, or we had another mill set up for resaw. But basically, I just winged it. Sometimes you screwed up and you ruined a log. Well, you didn't ruin it, but you got less out of it than you could have. So I was watching a YouTube video and they were explaining how, let me make sure the camera's getting us in here. Let me pick up just a little bit here. There we go.
Why don't you get a board and sit down there on the track?
So anyway, I was watching a sawing video on YouTube, and the sawyer on that video was explaining that somebody, I don't know who, but you go to these shows, you gotta do something with it. Go to some of these sawmill shows or wood people shows, and somebody's giving away little tags, and the tag was magnetic. You stick it on your mill or you stick it on your wall, and it told you the size of the log and what you could square it out at. So Paul and Andy at Southern Adirondack that's a hard one to say. Paul and Andy at Southern Adirondack Outdoors sent us an email. They figured it out. They sat down and took the formula that I came up with through Google, and they put down the diameter of the log and what size cant you should get out of it. Like a 20-inch log, you should be able to get a 14-inch square cant out of it if the log is not tapered too bad and if the log is relatively straight. Now these are the small end measurements. So we copied this list and put it on the wall for quick reference. And then I can't remember the channel, but there was another gentleman that has a saw. He says just take the small end diameter of the log, multiply it times 7, drop a decimal point, before the last number. And that will work out to whatever size square cant you can get out of the log. And it works well. So you take the small end diameter of the log, multiply it times 7, move your decimal point over 1, and that'll tell you, like, let's see if we have a.
So you got a 13-inch log, small end. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to multiply it. I have to have a phone, and that's on the tripod.
Oh,
Let's go with a 10-inch log. So you have a 10-inch log on the small end, multiply that times 7. That comes out to 70. Move your decimal point 1 number over. So that gives you 7. So you'll get a 7-inch square cant out of a 10-inch log. 10's an easy number to work with. I suppose 20 would be too.
that would be 14, wouldn't it?
14.
What? I knew that right off the top of my head. Bam. Look at that.
That's because I just mentioned it.
No, you said 10.
Still can remember numbers, can't remember names.
Well, who are you again?
You can talk to him 50 times and he'll call you by the wrong name every time.
That's right. Hank?
He can't remember names worth a dink. All right. Well, Tim,
Any questions?
any questions, anybody? Any comments before we bring this to a conclusion? Let's see.
Everybody for showing up tonight.
JP's back on there.
Who?
JP, see all of the above. Any content you want to share is awesome. JP, do you have a sawmill?
I got a lot of comments coming in now.
Yeah. See if you can keep track of the comments. Guys, if you're coming to us from X, I do believe we'll be able to get your comments. Just
Absolutely.
say hi.
Tell John to try it on X and see if it comes up here.
Yeah, John, go on to X if you would for us and drop a comment. See if we can pick it up. If anybody out there that's watching would like to throw your channel out here, type in sawmill, correct?
Yeah. On the YouTube one.
Yeah, type in sawmill on the YouTube comments and it'll bring up the link to your YouTube channel.
John did.
Okay, JP does not have a sawmill, unfortunately.
JP, we can hook you up, brother. One of our very good customers. I took him down Saturday to Hud-son Forest Products, and he walked out of there with an Oscar 336 sawmill. They gave him a real great deal on it. So if it's something that you actually he's up there by you, he's up in Northville. So if you guys
Anybody out there that would like to,
interested in a sawmill, contact Hud-son, drop our name, and I'm sure they'll work with you on stuff.
or contact us and we can contact them for you. Do you like sawmilling, JP?
Oh, lost two.
Well, we're up to 48 total. I'm going to take you out of the
I didn't know if John did.
tripod.
Did John do X yet?
I'm a quarter mile from Northville off County Highway 123.
Not far from Mark.
All right, John Davison is coming to us from X.
You see him on there?
Yep, he just said hello from X.
Thank you, John. We appreciate it.
John, thank you very much for doing that for us. All right, you guys on X, there's absolutely no reason you can't say hello.
Well, there might be.
It shows right up that you're coming from X. It would be sure nice to hear from some of you guys. I know you interact with us on X itself. I'm going to put you back in the tripod for just a minute.
And guys, we don't have to always come up with a topic for our sawmill and forestry roundtable. You guys can drop comments on there with what you might want to see, talk about, question about. I mean, there is so many topics on the forestry and sawmilling subject, and it doesn't even have to be that. If you don't want it to be that, we can go off on something else if you want. But
JP said yes, and I forgot what the question was. I'm old, guys. Well, not old, but I'm getting
You
there.
guys, you know, if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to accommodate you. And you know what? If you're a business or if you're starting up a business or you're just a new YouTuber and you want to come on to one of our forums on the Saturday night, third Saturday night of every month, we'll, you know, just contact us on Two Brothers Outdoors at yahoo.com.
That's our email.
We can give you a link to that StreamYard and then we can pull you up as a guest. You don't have to stay on for a long time if you don't want to, if you're camera shy. Jump in, say hello, and you know what you're interested in.
If you got a business that pertains to forestry or forest equipment or sawmilling or anything,
Yep.
logging, and you'd like to promote your business a little bit and come on and say hi, we can put you on as a guest. You can stay on as long or as little time as you want.
We've had some big businesses on there. We've had Hud-son Forestry Products. We've had Woodmiser. We've had
Log ox.
Log Ox. Yep.
Um,
Oh no, Log Right. Zach's Log Right. No,
Yes. log right. I'm sorry, not log ox.
it was Log Right. And you know, so we're out there every day working with people, and hopefully we'll get a couple of arborists on our channel with us, and we're working with one now. He was thinking about coming on, but you know, don't be shy. I mean, we have fun. This is all about being fun. And that's how we want to keep it informative.
This is supposed to be fun. I think you worked for me tonight.
Who did all the sawing?
Oh, that's hard.
Man, he works 3 days a week at a job. I had to work tonight.
I'm an old man.
Well, you keep saying that, and that's what you're gonna be. Tell them, guys.
You're just a young pup.
Yes, I am, and now that's how I'm going to stay. So,
This is going to help me move that offcut to the right.
Tilly,
No, she would probably do it.
absolutely, she would. She's been being good tonight. You know that?
All right, so JP said yes, but I don't know what I asked him. Where do we put the sawdust? Yes, John, log right.
Yes.
The sawdust goes to the right of to the left of the mill.
Well, what I do
Right now is Tim just put this building up, and I can bring you around here and show you. Tim just put this building up, and the ground here is unlevel.
like,
Matter of fact, it's so unlevel that where we back up with the logs, we had to take a tractor and cut a road and level it so we can come level to the mill, backing logs on the mill. And you can see the drop off there. It's about a foot. So with that being said, this ground goes down as well. So right now he's using the sawdust to fill in on this side. And when it gets too high here, he'll start transferring it over. So he has a sawdust bed
over on this side as well.
underneath the mill. And I had that same situation at my mill when I first built my building. And then after I got all the sawdust around the mill that I wanted, the end of the shroud right there that blows the sawdust straight down, I cut it out so it blows the sawdust straight out. You'll see that hole right there in the building. It blows my sawdust 20 feet behind the building, and then I take the tractor and pull it away with a back blade. All right, so you asked if I like sawmilling. I've never done it, but it does interest me. I actually found one of your hunting videos initially, but love all the content. Well, JP, if you'd like to sawmill, contact us at twobrothers@yahoo.com, and
let you run one.
we will let you run one for a little while if you want. We're always willing to share the work. Yeah, we've had a couple of people come out that wanted to try sawmilling, and we let them saw.
Absolutely.
Show them the basics and just let them do it.
You're going to want to do one of two things. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
And I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but I do love cutting lumber. I love sawmilling. I love every aspect of it.
A little backstory, guys. When Rick got into the bandsaw mill, I wasn't here when he had the big circle mill. But when he decided to get back into the bandsaw milling, neither one of us knew what it was going to entail, what it was going to be like. He went and bought his mill first. He bought that HFE 30 Homesteader. And we said, we got that baby up same day, set up in his garage. We had 4 foot of snow on the ground, but it wasn't an hour after we had it set up. He's out back behind his house, waist deep snow, cutting down hemlocks. And I said, how you gonna get those to the mill? I'll figure it out. Sure enough, he got that log to the mill, and we was cutting. We were 8 footers. You got 8 footer truck set up, right?
Yep. I got a pole barn, and we left here at 6 in the morning.
Yep.
Went up to Hud-son. When they opened, they loaded the mill. Had already prepaid for it.
Yep.
Then we put the mill on the back of the truck. We stopped and had breakfast on the way back.
Yep.
And then we came home. Got a neighbor with a bucket on his tractor to come down, and he unloaded the mill off the truck, set it in the pole barn, which I use as a garage also.
Yep.
We laid out one section of track, put the head on the track, got it level, and within an hour after that, I had a log on the mill, sawing board.
Now, guys, this garage or this pole barn he has is probably half the width of this. So his saw, the shroud right here, this shroud was about this far from the wall. He was blowing sawdust all in the garage. And he says, well, this is great. And all of a sudden he's pushing along and he wasn't paying attention. And we heard a zing. And I said, uh-oh, sparks flew, the blade broke. And I said, what happened? Well, to this day, he's still got a big chunk out of his knee. His stop.
I hit the log stop.
Which he told you you're going to do.
Yep, they warned me. They said, before you're done, you'll hit a log stop. And I'm like, no, ain't my first rodeo.
When you're sawing, you got to really pay attention and not get too ahead of yourself. But it's just like, he got me into it. I started sawing with his saw. I fell in love with it. I got a smaller saw because I didn't think I was going to be cutting as much as he was. And I just got a little hobby saw. But then COVID hit and we were cutting dimensional lumber. We weren't getting too much response out of it. I mean, here and there we were selling a little bit. Had a woman come out and saw a cherry log on my mill, and she goes, well, would you just slice it up and leave the bark on it for me? I said, sure. She goes, how much you want for it? I said, I don't know. I said, make me an offer. She goes, for each one that you cut off. Now, this was only a 6 foot log. She says, for each one that you cut off, and if you make it 2 inches thick, she goes, I'll give you $20 for each slice. You got a deal, lady. I think I got almost $200 out of that.
And this was firewood.
Yeah.
This was wood that was earmarked for firewood.
I almost got $200 out of them slabs. So then Rick comes over and he goes, where's that cherry log? I said, I cut it up. He goes, well, where is it? I said, I sold it. Oh, he said, what'd you get? And you're like, $50, $75 for it? Pulled out the water cash. He goes, oh my God, I know what we're doing now. So that's what got us into the slabs.
Crafter's box.
Yep.
That was where the crafter's box was born.
Crafter's box was born. COVID
Crafter's
hit.
box was actually our man cave.
Yep. COVID hit and it went crazy. It was a second job, but we got through it.
All right, you got your blade untensioned.
All right.
Let me
No heads down.
see if there's. Oh yeah.
Sorry about story time, guys. I like sharing everything we do.
Is that ceiling fan on your light?
Yeah.
In the video, it looks like it's moving.
Yeah.
All right, those are light bulb ceiling fans.
You can get them on Amazon. I think they're like $29.
They're Amazon. They got a remote.
Remote.
They
Turn the fan off.
They screw right into a light socket,
You can turn them off.
and they got their own bulb, right? The ceiling fan comes with its own bulb, right?
Yes. And you can turn them off.
Yeah. So the whole thing just screws right into a light socket.
Correct.
I'll let you look at that real quick.
Or if I want to, I can set the fan speed. I have 5 different speeds. I can set I want it on for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours.
All right, you see that
Socket.
light socket right there? That's all these are, is they're screwed into a light socket.
That's it.
That's all they are. And they're remote control. They got their own light. And they're really pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they put out a lot of air.
They do. I replaced the old ceiling fans on my house, the 52-inch ones, and put these in my house.
So these are really actually pretty cool. And remote control, right? Remote runs both of them. Yep.
Yep. What else you guys want to know about Fort Hudson? Hadn't had the apron on for a while.
Apron we put on when we're cutting white pine. White pine is known as sticky wood.
Yep. Hi, Miss Kelly. You being so good. John said,
Johnson, very cool. Well, John, they could be very cool at your place too.
yeah, Amazon. You want the link, John? Let me know. I'll send it to you.
Amazon is Tim's favorite place.
You bet.
Sorry about that. I hit the mic by accident, muted it. Yeah, Amazon knows this place so well that they don't even need an address on the packages anymore.
John, believe it or not, I almost got another brother. Hang on, Rick. I'll help you with that. Rick.
I got it.
No, you don't.
Jeez. Could you cut it any thicker?
He doesn't listen. He does not listen, guys. Yeah, so you guys are interested in any of the sawmills, check them out. I mean, Woodmiser makes good products. They're built in America, made in America. Hudson is made in America. What's some of the other ones that are made in America, Rick? The other plant in New York. Timber King. Timber King made in America in New York.
I think so. I don't know about New York. They're made in America.
Yeah, Timber King's made in America. So I mean, there's a whole ton of sawmills that's made in America.
No, it's not. You got Cooks,
Cooks, that's the other one.
Timber King, Hudson, Woodmiser,
That's it.
and yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, all the other ones are Chinese knockoffs.
Maybe Baker, but Baker's a big industrial mill.
That's industrial, yeah. But yeah, check them out. I mean, local business. You know, keep our business right here in our good old country of USA. US of A. Hopefully the economy will come back and everybody will have a little extra money and
How about speak up, quit croaking?
and I'm dying. I'm dying here.
Alrighty, well, that's about it for tonight for sawing. Tomorrow night we're gonna cut up maple with a crotch in it.
Yeah, that'll be a video.
That'll be a good video. Make sure you check out our videos, guys.
Yep.
We got a
Thumbs
bunch of
up,
videos.
Subscribe to them. I love those subscribers.
Alrighty, well,
How we doing?
yeah, we got 55 people.
Yep.
I'm kind of disappointed. Out of the woods, Chris is here.
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Hi, Chris. Love the cherry slabs for sure. We just got done cutting up a yellow birch.
Yep. Paper birch, some people call it.
Yeah, I think it's called paper birch. Come on, guys. If you're coming to us through X, at least just say hi. Represent X.
Walk over there and show Chris the grain on the paper birch. You'll get a kick out of that.
We call it yellow birch in this area, but some people call it paper birch. But this is what we just cut up.
That's without the water test. Right?
This log has been sitting in the woods for 2 years. We cut it down because a hemlock got hung up in it when we were cutting horse fencing. We've forgotten about it, and the other night we were scrounging the woods to make sure we didn't leave anything behind, and we actually got another one out of the same tree, but that is some beautiful grain. I know Chris could do something with this.
Benches, probably.
Oh, Chris says he talked with his partner in crime, and we will be getting the pro model like your friend.
336.
Call Hud-son, Chris, in New York. Call Hud-son in New York and mention through our channel you saw the saw, and I'm sure they'll work with you.
Speak with John.
Speak with John, the salesman, and I'm pretty sure they'll work with you a little bit on that.
Or drop us an email, John.
And if you plan on buying it, if you plan on going to Ohio, the dealer in Ohio to buy it, or whatever dealer, talk to the people in New York first.
Barneyville, that's the factory.
In Barneyville, that's the factory, and let them see what they can hook you up with. And they do have demo saws. That's what our friend just bought, was one of their demo saws. He got a great deal on it.
Yep.
They were very, very generous with him too.
And a box of blades, a new track, I think.
We
What is that?
Miss Tilly is just behaving herself. She hasn't barked at all during this live. So we're gonna come over here and say hi to Miss Tilly. She's such a sweetheart. Come here, baby. Hi. You say hi to everybody. Come here. Say hi. Say hi, Miss Tilly.
Which log is that worm chewing on here?
I can't hear it. You know I can't hear for nothing.
Gotta be one of those things.
I can't even get my CDL renewed because I can't hear. I'm deaf.
Yeah, Chris, drop us an email with your phone number. We can give you a call and help you out with that. Two brothers at outdoors at yahoo.com.
Two Brothers Outdoors at yahoo.com. Pretty simple email. If you look at any of our videos, I usually put it right at the beginning of the video too.
Yeah. But, just drop us a line with your phone number and Rick can call you and give you the specifics.
All right, guys, we've tied you up for a little over an hour. We appreciate everybody that joined us tonight. I'm a little disappointed that our friends on X didn't say hello. Maybe they're just a little shy right now. I don't know. Who's the one mill there that?
He said nope tables.
Huh?
Chris said nope tables out of the paper.
Oh, who's the?
The girls?
No, the people on X that interact with us that have the sawmill operation. I can't remember their
Sawbucks?
big, the big something timber,
Oh, big timber.
big something timber. I don't know if they're watching tonight or not. But you guys on X, I wish you'd interact with us.
Oh, we have a great time.
We do have a great time, and we paid Elon Musk so we can take your comments.
Unfortunately.
Elon Musk held us at ransom so that we could take comments from you guys on X. So we would sure appreciate you guys interacting with us. All right, guys, we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes, boring the snot out of you.
Have we already?
Yep, we appreciate everybody that's come along. Make sure you catch our live on Saturday night, 8 p.m.
September 21st. Put it on your calendar, guys.
Eastern Standard Time. We will have a panel of people on there. Southern Adirondack Outdoors, Davidson's All Natural Gym,
For sure.
Steve Bailey from
MSD's
MSD's Making Sawdust, Mike Wilson perhaps will join us, and the old Jarhead.
Hopefully Eric can be on there with us.
Eric will be on there with us. Eric is suffering from a back injury right now.
Yep.
So he's out of sawmilling at the moment, but he does have an off-grid cabin and does a lot of
Very knowledgeable about stuff.
very knowledgeable about all that stuff off-grid, like lights and all
Solar
What am I trying to say here? Energy.
panels, energy.
Hey, Kilted
Green-
Sawyer.
Green energy.
Kilted Sawyer has joined us. A little late there, Craig.
Hi, Craig. Yeah, but you can go back and watch.
Of course, Craig, he's got 2 sawmills running all the time.
Yeah,
So he's a busy boy.
absolutely.
Didn't know you were going live. Well, I know the notification went out late for some reason. Paul and Andy at Southern Adirondacks didn't get the notification until we were about 15 minutes into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. All right, guys, from everybody that's joined us, we sure do appreciate it. We got 54 viewers out there. That's great. We'll be on, like I said, live Saturday night. You guys at X, I know you'll join us. You're always on there. And I would sure appreciate it if you guys would at least say hello. Make me feel better about the money we're spending so we can
Or just at least give us a thumbs up or something.
so we can interact with you guys on X.
We know it works because John from
Davison's All Natural Gym
Dang went on there and
went on X and commented.
commented
He
a couple
came through.
times. So
He even shows up as coming from X too.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
X is well representative in our views. We would sure like to see you guys interact with us.
Yes.
So anyway, are you ready to pull the plug on this one?
Let's pull it, buddy.
I'm gonna go
guys.
get some supper.
Thumbs up. Give us likes. We appreciate each and every single one of them.
Share our content with your friends.
Share it. Share it. Share it.
And make sure you watch our videos and comment on our videos. We try to get back to every single person that
Rick
comments.
loves the comment. Good or bad.
Yeah.
Positive or negative. He loves answering people. I tell you what, he lives for that every day. I believe he gets up. First thing he does is pick up and look at YouTube, see if he has a comment. I do believe that.
How we do try to get back to every single comment that comes on to our videos. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. And
Make sure you subscribe to our channel too.
Saturday night,
Appreciate it.
we will see you Saturday night on our live along with our other friends and panelists. So until that time, we will catch you later.
Bye-bye now.
There you go.
Bye-bye now.